So let me know if the screen is visible and the background music is not too loud. One of you.
No, there is no music at all. Can't hear any music.
How is it? Let me
There
increase
is,
the
but now
volume.
little bit up.
Coming?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Now it's all good.
This is fine? This much is fine?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, perfect. So yesterday we have discussed about this, the part 2 of loving our own inner child, and we have discussed what are the process by which we can do it, and how we can communicate and connect frequently and deeply with our inner child. That is what we have discussed yesterday. And we also see that this is very profound statement wherein actually we understood that we cannot reject a part of ourselves and still be in harmonious within. That means if we are saying that we are unaware of the inner child and we are ignoring to connect, somehow we cannot ignore and remain in harmony by ignoring it. It's a part integration, and we have to do it properly. Then we have seen here your inner child still carries the beliefs you developed early on. If your parents had rigid ideas and you are now very hard on yourself, or you tend to build walls around you, your inner child is probably still following your parents' rules. So it is just a cascading, right, from our parents to us, and then it is cascaded to the inner child, and inner child will be having that pattern, and that will continue as such. So we need to understand the pattern deeply so that what is not useful or empowering can be changed. Here, author is saying if you are still refusing to take care of your inner child, you are stuck in your own resentment. Invariably, that means there is someone you still need to forgive. There is someone you still need to forgive. What resentment do you need to let go of? What haven't you forgiven yourself for? Very deeper questions to ask again and again. And only when we ask again and again, we can understand and we can listen to our inner child. What is it actually which is bothering? See what joyous experience you can have. This is also another aspect. So for now, visualize that you are taking your inner child by the hand and going everywhere together for a few days. This we have discussed, and we have also correlated this with another process in spirituality wherein we do the similar activity with our higher self. So as we go together, we get guided properly or perfectly by our higher self. Some people call that as universe, some people call God, some people have different names, but yeah, definitely Supreme Self is also another guiding factor whose company is also going to be very much enriching. Similarly, we can visualize that we are with our inner child and together we are talking in each of the decision that we are making, in each of the task that we are doing. We are not alone, but we are talking with our inner child and doing together. That way, we are establishing a better relationship with our inner child, and that will be very joyous experience also. This may sound silly, but please try it. That is what author is saying. This may sound silly, but please try it. It really works. Initially, it might not work, but with constant practice, it will definitely work. No matter what what your early childhood was like, happy or sad, you and only you are in charge of your life now. You can spend your time blaming your parents, or you can embrace love. Either one can happen. We cannot say that I am blaming, as well as I am in love, as well as I am accepting. So one aspect will be dominant, and that aspect is actually guiding us. We need to ensure that the second part should be dominant factor, and the other part, blaming factor or blaming attitude, should be wiped away from our mindset slowly and gradually. Gradually is also okay, but it has to happen. Love is the biggest eraser I know. What a powerful statement, isn't it? Love is the biggest eraser I know. So, why the eraser is required? Because we have deepest and most painful memories. Everyone has some good and bad experiences, and those bad experiences create some bad memory, some bad karma, whether knowingly or unknowingly, also we might have done. And due to those karma, also we have some wound in our inner self. So those things need to be erased. So that can happen very well only with the love. The love factor can help erase those kind of memory very profoundly. The author is saying, think for a moment. Do you want a life of pain or joy? The choice and power are always within you. Look into your eyes and love yourself and the little child within. So for that affirmation, what she gave is, I love my inner child. I am in charge of my life now. I love my inner child. I am in charge of my life now. Day 9 mirror work exercise was like we have discussed yesterday. So key aspect is like most of the things are repeating. Like we need to have these affirmations: I care about you, I love you, I really, really love you. This is the key affirmation that is kind of repeating and good enough to repeat till we are very comfortable with our inner child and in accepting mode, in a very good rapport and a very good communicating mode. And then some more she has added, like you could open an apology, say something like, I'm sorry, I have not talked to you over the years. And this is the reality. We have not talked with our inner child because we were not aware how to talk, how to create the connection with our inner child. So it's a good time to beg pardon, like, I am sorry, I have not talked to you over the years. I am sorry, I scolded you for so long. Scolded you or ignored you. Anything is fine. I want to make up for all the time we spent apart from each other. Now the time came when I am ready to compensate and make all the relationship gaps completely wiped out. If you have not talked to your inner child in 50, 60 years, it may take some time before you feel you are reconnecting. So till that time, we need to keep faith and remain persistent in our attempt. If we are feeling doubt whether the process works or doubting our own capability and cannot be possible, then it will not be possible also. Then in the journaling exercise, we have seen, when you were little, what did you really like to do? This is the primary question. One of the primary questions that author wanted us to reflect. When we are little, that means in our childhood, what did I really like to do? It can be any activity, it can be any thing, or the company of someone whom we really enjoyed. It can be anything, but we need to go deeper to our deepest mind, subconscious mind, and find out And that can happen only when we ask this question again and again whenever we have a little free time. As of now, what is happening? As of now, many times what happens, most of us, when we get some free time, we tend to go to mobile, but not to our own mind. That's the major challenge. If we eliminate that urge and the urge for us to go to mobile, but redirect ourselves to the mind or to have a discussion with our inner child, then we will see a very different realm, very different aspect, new possibilities building up. So let's be aware from now onwards, from today onwards, that we should have at least some free time. And whenever we have some free time, we are not directly going to mobile. First, talking with our inner child, and then we can actually go to mobile if something is really needed as a reward also. Then in the second journaling question, author is asking, do the silly things you love to do when you were young, like jumping in a pile of leaves or running under the garden sprinkler. Watch other children at play. It will bring back memories of the game you enjoyed. If you want more fun in your life, make the connection with your inner child and come from the space of spontaneity. Come from the space of spontaneity. I promise that you will still start having more fun. And what is the best way to go into this arena, space of spontaneity? It is just becoming a child. If we drop our ego, if we drop our assumption that we are so much mature, so much serious, and we cannot, what do you say, like we are having that ego, layer of ego, which is preventing us to become or feel the life as a child. So let's try our best to drop the ego and go beyond and become a child, and automatically we will dwell in this state, come from the space of spontaneity. Then author is promising that we will start having more fun also. Now today let's do this meditation, your day 9 meditation. So I'm reading this with a little slower pace. Let's try to experience as we are reading, and then we will also discuss if it is required, so that we can look deeper into it and understand the deeper concepts. Go back in time. See yourself as a little child of 5. So to get this experience better, I would request all of you, please close your eyes. Take few deep breaths. Deep breath. Come back to the present. If any thoughts are bothering, just say that now is the time for me to connect to my inner child, and I will come back to you right after this activity. Once we tell this consciously to any thoughts, it is easier to let go. Once you are ready, close your eyes again and see yourself as a little child of 5. Hold out your arms to this child and say, I am your future and I have come to love you. I am your future. I have come to love you. Embrace this child lovingly and then bring it with you to the present time. See the two of you standing at a mirror, looking at each other lovingly. And as you stand there, become aware that there are so many parts of you that are missing. Now go back in time even further to the very moment you were born. You have just come down the birth canal. It may have been difficult trip. You feel the cold air and see the bright lights. And someone may have just smacked you. You have arrived. You are here to live a whole lifetime. Love that little tiny baby. Love that baby. Be in this experience for a while. Then move forward in time to your first day at school. You didn't want to leave your mother. Then move forward in time to your first day at school. You didn't want to leave your mother, but you did. You took your first steps over the threshold of your school. You were scared, but you did it. You were doing the very best you could. Love that child. Love that child. Then remember your life around the age of 10 and everything that was going on then. It may have been wonderful. It may have been difficult. You were doing the very best you could to survive, and you made it. Love that child. Just love that child. Now go forward to the time. Now go forward to the time you were entering puberty and remember all that was going on. It was exciting and scary and maybe more than you could handle. But you got through it. You did the best you could and you made it. So love the teenager. Love the teenager. Go to the time of your first job and how exciting it was to earn money. Take a moment and go back to the past when you got your first job and feel the excitement when you got your first salary. You wanted so badly to make a good impression, and there was so much to learn. But you did the best you could, and you succeeded. Love that person. Just love that person. Remember the first time you were rejected in love and how much your heart hurt. You were sure no one would ever love you again. You were in such pain. You did the best you could and you made it. Love that person. Love that person. Then go to another milestone in your life. It might have been embarrassing or painful or wonderful. Whatever it was, you were doing the best you could at that time with the understanding, knowledge, and awareness that you had at that time. So love that person. Love that person. Feel the extreme love with that person. Now gather all the many parts of yourself and bring them forward to the present moment. See yourself standing in front of the mirror with all of your sleeves. See yourself standing in front of the mirror with all of yourselves and realize that you are looking at the richness and fullness of your life. Of course, there were difficult times, painful times, and embarrassing times, and times of confusion. And that's all right. That's all part of life. Love all of yourself. Feel the love to the deepest possible. Love all yourself. Now turn around and as you look ahead, see a person standing before you with arms outstretched, saying, "I am your future and I have come to you to love you." Life is an endless opportunity to love yourself. Past, present, and future. Life is an endless opportunity to love yourself, past, present, and future. Loving and accepting every part of yourself is healing. Loving yourself and accepting every part of yourself is healing. How can you possibly be whole or healed if you are rejecting any part of yourself? Healing is to make yourself whole again. So, love yourself. Love every part of yourself and be whole. All is well, and so it is. Love yourself. Love every part of yourself and be whole. Slowly and gently, you can rub your palms and cover both of your eyes. While the palm is on your face, slowly open your eyes in the same darkness. Let the light comes to your eyes slowly. And when you feel comfortable, you can fully open your eyes. So this is the meditational experience that we have. You can share the experience what you felt, and we can also repeat this particular meditation again tomorrow or maybe next week once again, because this is so powerful and it has to be repeated again and again so that we can connect with our past, bring harmony with our inner child, feel the love, feel accept it, and make our inner child believe that we are connected, we are together, and we are always for each other. We are in love with our inner self. Thank you, Srikanji. Fatima ji saying excellent experience. Thank you, Fatima ji. So we will be ending the call for today here, and let's connect tomorrow. Some new chapter. Thank you, Mansi. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yes,
Vikasji. I
yes.
would really appreciate if we could do this once again tomorrow.
Yes, we will be doing again tomorrow. Yeah, even I was also having the same view. Let's feel it to the core and let's do it again. And then we will start tomorrow's reading. In the beginning, we will be doing this exercise. So if it is possible, we'll have 2 sessions maybe at 1:15. I'll inform in the group. If we can join little early, then also it will be great. If not, then we will do in the same time with the starting phase, maybe this meditation, and then we'll go to the new one. Yes, Fatima, sure. Thank you all. Have a good day ahead. Thank you. Thank you, Shilpa ji. Thank you, Rakhi ji. Thank you, Mansi ji. Thank you, Kanika ji.